We wish you a hearty welcome. We'll take you through a project titled Student Internal Marks Management System. This is a place where a student can view his or her internal assessment marks and staff can update those marks. This has been created using Visual Studio 2010. We have used C# and HTML to create the front end and SQL to create the back end. Now, let us explore this. You are viewing the home page of our project. Now consider I am a student. I'll click on the student button. Here I'll select the semester in which I am studying. Suppose I am in semester 5, I'll click on semester 5. Here I'll enter some invalid USN and some invalid password. Suppose I wish to view my first internal marks, I click on internal 1. Here it displays invalid name as the entry in the USN column was not proper. So I go back, I'll enter a valid USN and I'll leave the password column blank and I'll click on internal 1. The output is one entry is null as I hadn't entered any password. So I go back, I'll enter the USN and I make a mistake while entering my password and I click on internal 1. It is displaying incorrect password as the password which I had entered was wrong. So I go back, I'll enter my USN and this time I make sure I enter a proper password and I click on internal 1. Here, if the student name is Khushi Gupta, it will display welcome Khushi Gupta and her internal marks are displayed. Here you can notice that she has scored some random marks like 34, 45, 34, 23, etc. Now suppose Khushi wishes to change her password, she'll click on change password button. Here the USN has to be entered. She makes a mistake while entering her old password. She'll enter a new password and she'll re-enter it again. When she'll click on update, the output shown will be incorrect password as her old password which she had entered was wrong. So, she'll go back, she'll enter the USN and this time she enters the old password correctly and she'll enter the new password and while re-entering it, she'll make a mistake. And when she clicks on the update button, it will show error, that is re-enter your password. So, going back, entering the USN again and entering the password correctly, enter the new password and re-entering it again. And then when she clicks on update, the output shown as password updated. So from now on, Khushi has to use her new password to view her internal marks. Now, let's come to the staff part. Suppose I'm a staff, I'll click on staff button and I enter my name. Suppose my name is Sandhya, I'll write Sandhya and I'll leave the password column blank. When I click on login, it shows one entry is null as I hadn't entered any password. So I go back, I type my name again and I make a mistake while entering my password. When I click on login, it shows incorrect password. So I go back, I'll re-enter my name and this time I make sure I enter my password correctly. And I click on login. Here it will ask me to select the semester whose marks I'm going to update now. So I'll click on semester 5. It will ask me to select the internal marks which I'm going to update. Suppose I click on first internal. Here I'll enter the USN and I'll change all the marks to 45. So I'll enter 45 in all columns and I click on update. Here the output shown is first internal marks are updated successfully. To confirm this, I'll go back to the home page. I'll click on student semester 5. I'll enter the USN. I'll enter the password and I click on internal 1. Here, welcome Kushi Gupta, and you can notice that all the marks have been updated to 45. The same thing can be done for all the 3 internals and for all the 8 semesters. This is how a project works. Last but not the least, we would like to thank our project guide Mrs. Niranjana Padmanabhan for being our backbone throughout. Thank you, ma'am. We would also like to thank you for watching this video by spending your precious time. Hope you had a fascinating journey. Thank you.